This is the Storks movie had a 7-second like a preview of a movie, and it turned out to be it's a LEGO Ninjago movie that's coming out in September. So I went and I took it and I used that 7 seconds, and we built the walls, and then we built the little things around it, and I'm just trying to use my imagination to fill in the gaps. But I got Sensei Wu getting kicked in the back by a chicken, which is actually in that little 7-second preview. I've hidden things in here like superheroes that I think should be in here, like Iron Fist, and I mean, it would be kind of cool if they actually threw that superhero in there. I got Loki, and we had different characters in here as well. So, and then I try to get as much greenery and make it as rich as you would see in an actual Oriental garden at the same time.
Yeah, that's one thing I really like is the way the trees turned out. You got a lot of the pink and white leaves there. That was what kind of was the main technique for getting those to look that way?
Just use a lot of them. And then the ship, it's a big ship for a small pond, but this is based like LEGO Ninjago movie, but I want it as an amusement park piece. So the Lord of the Rings ghost ship was just a perfect fit. I was like, says I could build a ship, but I built this in 40 hours, and that's all it took to do. And it was just the perfect piece to fit in there. It just fitted. It was just, why mess with it?
Yeah, I think that ship fits perfectly, and it looks like you kind of used some inspiration from the Ninjago Air Temple as well, some of those pieces?
The Temple of Airjitsu?
Yes, yeah.
They didn't make the temple symmetrical, which I didn't understand why they would have done that, so I had to combine a couple of those sets to do that. And then I reworked the fire temple from another one of the sets that they had out. I think that was that not Ninjago? Yeah, it was Ninjago, the fire temple. So I took and I combined a few of them, changed the roof, and made some changes to it to make it more inviting. It's actually the train station when the train goes by. So that was kind of like my point of doing that.
And you mentioned the trains. I want to make sure we talked about that. You've got some great trains running around here. So if real quick you want to point out what looks like you got 3 major trains going?
Yeah, the one train is just the kit train, but the other one, this one was something I wanted that was going to be universal. I could use it for Western, I could use it for modern day, I could use it for pulling coal cars. So I took and I made a couple Super Chiefs that were black. Finding the black windows was very difficult because it was only ever in one set. And then the cars are very rugged looking, but modern, but retro. It's kind of like that was what I was really going for. And then the other train is the Legoland Bowen train from Denmark. I think it's Denmark. They had a train that they had done, I think it was the inside tour train, and I just wanted to take and change that train up, make it actually so I could run it, because it was only like 4 or 5 wide, and I was like, nah, we got to go 8 wide with that. So I acquired all the original pieces to make it look just like what it was. So
yeah, that's great. So it adds a really nice bunch of movement around the builds here. Yeah.
Yes. And then we did a water wheel. We did the wind turbines, and I said, the wind turbines run my city. So, and then I like to hide little things here and there. So there's a lot of hidden Easter eggs in this.
How do you transport all of this with all these plates and everything? How does that work?
All these plates, everything on here is based on single base plate, so it will all break down into single, individual base plates, and I have built a crate that each one of them stack in. So all I have to do on this basically is pick off the mountain, the temples, and the boat, and everything else just fits in that one crate.
Perfect. Well, I really appreciate you taking us through the whole display. It turned out really nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.